Good morning. It is Thursday, the middle of August. Here we are, the 15th. Here's what we're working on this morning. Hamilton's largest radio news station and one of Canada's oldest goes silent.
The city is blocking public access to parts of Mountain Drive Park for soil testing.
And actress Gina Rowlands dies at the age of 94. How is it the middle of August already? The X starts this weekend?
Yeah, that's the sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Starts tomorrow. So, starts tomorrow because you got 3 weeks left before the kids go back to school. But this happens every year. We're always like, where did the summer go?
Where did the summer go, Brian?
And it seems like August goes even faster than July.
It does.
All of a sudden, it's, you're heading toward, well, yeah, as you said, the X beginning, and that is that's the real note that you're getting closer to September in school. But what a gorgeous day yesterday.
Could we have a repeat of that one?
Yeah, it was very nice.
We can do that for you. Tim, so let it be said, so let it be done.
For the weekend too?
Not. I wish I could say the August weekend is going to be beautiful, but it's not. It's going to be wet. I mean, there's even a weather statement from the Environment Canada meteorologist saying it's going to be a pretty wet weekend, so be careful there. But no worries today. Just another gorgeous day, just like yesterday, but a little bit warmer today. Yesterday, 26, Humidex 30. Today, 28, Humidex 33. So a little stickier today, but gorgeous sun, even though the sun's not quite up yet. So we're sitting at about 15 to 14 degrees right now, depending on where you are around the Horseshoe. We'll talk about that coming up. Looking at traffic, 403 Waterdown Road. I have nothing to show you right there. Looks pretty good at the moment. The Link, the Red Hill Valley Parkway, all doing fine. And we have no problems as far as the Horseshoe is concerned. Just some lingering construction that is coming to an end. They usually try to cap it off by 6 o'clock, so it'll be coming to an end. So we'll talk about weather and traffic in just a few minutes. Right now, the news.
Okay, we have an update on a shocking media story in Hamilton yesterday. After nearly a century on the air, one of Canada's longest broadcasting radio stations has shut down. Hamilton's 900 CHML signed off for the last time just after noon yesterday, leaving the city short a very important source for local journalism. The closure was a shock to both community members and staff at CHML, many describing it as a devastating loss. In a statement last night sent to CHCH News, a Corus Entertainment spokesperson, that's the new owner of CHML, says the station played a significant role in their history, writing, "Given the realities of our industry, we have been faced with the challenges that have come with a significant shift in TV and digital advertising spending with the increased and unregulated presence of foreign-owned media platforms."
Quickly, I just do want to say our thoughts go out to everybody at CHML, all the staff there, and local journalism in this city took a major hit yesterday, and we were all shocked here, and we're going to talk more about that coming up throughout the show. All right, other news this morning. The city has blocked off the entire perimeter of Mountain Drive Park on Hamilton Mountain after further soil testing showed that more areas do not meet provincial standards. I want to bring in Simone Gavros, who joins us live from Mountain Park Drive on this Thursday morning with more on this. Good morning, Simone.
Good morning, Tim. Well, the Public Works Department says that they are now going to be putting up additional fencing starting this week out of an abundance of caution after those testings came back from the soil. Right now, just the park area is blocked off with fencing, and this has been in place since April of this year after initial soil testing showed that the soil here didn't meet the standards of the province. Now, the revised limits will cover the entire park area starting this week, including the washroom building that was here. The update says that fencing limits could be adjusted based on pending soil sample results being done right now. Now, in the meantime, people who are living in encampments in the park will also need to relocate, and staff will be notifying people of this and will offer supports during this vacating process. Now, the closure builds on another one of the closures from April of this year. Soil testing results led to the entire play structure area being off limits, and the latest findings will delay the park redevelopment plans, which includes a new spray pad, sun shelter, walkways, and playground replacement. The construction was all slated to begin this summer and then wrap up in the spring of 2025, and staff will report back once the soil result testing is complete, including any estimates for additional costs. Now, this morning, I've reached out to both Ward 6 and Ward 7 councillors for more comment following this update from the Public Works Department on the additional fencing that's going to be up around the park. But for now, something's back to you, Annette.
Okay, thanks very much. Well, the Association of Municipalities of Ontario says there were at least 1,400 homeless encampments across Ontario last year. The number's based on a survey of municipal service managers, and it's included in a new paper released by the association ahead of their conference next week. The association is hoping to get commitments from the Ontario government at this conference, including guidance on how to handle encampments and more funding to house and support people. The AMO says municipalities just don't have the resources to tackle the problem on their own, and they need federal and provincial help. It's a sentiment echoed by Hamilton Mayor Andrea Horwath.
The federal government recently in their budget identified funding to tackle the homelessness situation across the country. And of course, as you know, those funds usually flow through the provincial governments. And so what we are asking is, where is that money? When are we going to be able to have access to it? And what's the plan for the government of Ontario to step up services like mental health services, for example, to step up services like addictions support services? Where is the plan to help us build more affordable housing so that people can afford a place to live?
Ontario Finance Minister Peter Bethlenfalvy says he will continue to work with municipalities. He has meetings scheduled over 2 days of next week's conference in Ottawa.
A vehicle caught fire in Lincoln, sending a large plume of smoke into the sky, visible from the QEW. A freelancer tells us the incident, it happened shortly after 6 o'clock last night on South Service and Tufford roads. So the pickup truck was fully engulfed on the roadside, but the occupants safely escaped, thankfully. Freelancer says the fire affected nearby hydro lines, and the fire crews quickly extinguished the blaze. We reached out to Lincoln Fire just for confirmation and have not heard back yet.
The Public Health Agency of Canada is providing a few more details about the deadly listeria outbreak that's been linked to several Silk and Great Value brand plant-based milk products. Questions have been raised about why it took nearly a year for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency to recall almond, oat, and coconut milks on July 8th. The agency says it only recognized the broader outbreak and common food exposure after several listeriosis cases emerged in Ontario this past June. The outbreak actually dates back to August of last year. There have been 3 deaths in Ontario linked to the outbreak among 20 confirmed cases in this province and also in Quebec, Alberta, and Nova Scotia. The 49th annual Dundas Cactus Festival is coming up this weekend. Now, the festival itself starts tomorrow and it runs until Sunday, but tonight there's a parade to kick off the fun. That means road closures in and around downtown Dundas from 6 until 10 p.m. If you're heading to the parade tonight, volunteers will be collecting toonies for tunes to help pay for the weekend entertainment. And this is big. The Stanley Cup is coming back to Waterdown today, and it's going to be right across the street from us. 2-time Stanley Cup champion Carter Verhaeghe is going to be with the Cup at Harry Howell Arena on Highway 5 from noon until 1 this afternoon. The Florida Panther first brought the Cup home to Waterdown 3 years ago after winning it with Tampa Bay Lightning. The first 300 people will get a photo op, but Verhaeghe won't be signing autographs because of time and capacity limitations. City of Hamilton is offering a free skate at Harry Howell Arena from noon until 3 to celebrate the Cup coming home.
This is cool for Verhaeghe too, because he won in 2020 or 2021.
21.
Yeah, 21. So when it was the pandemic. So he couldn't have a big gathering with the Stanley Cup and family and friends and the community. So it's pretty neat that Just a couple weeks ago, it was just down the road in Six Nations with Brandon Montour, and now it's right across the street from us. So we'll see if we make it there.
Can we cross the street to do that safely?
It's Highway 5. It's busy. Okay, let's get into Sportsline. And soccer night in Hamilton under the lights at Tim Hortons Field, where the Forge SC had a chance to move atop the CPL standings with a win over the last place Halifax Wanderers.
Chouanière bounces off the back of DiMatteo. Hojablepar from outside the box, and he hits over great volley. It's 1-0 for Forge.
And they did just that after Halifax was reduced to 10 men thanks to a red card in the 32nd minutes. Alessandro Hojablepar would net his first tally of the year in injury time in the first half to put the Hammers ahead, and that's all they needed. Jordan Hamilton would add an insurance goal in the 63rd minute, and this one would just cross the line despite the Wanderer keeper's best efforts. 2-0 the final, so Forge back atop the table. First time since week 3 as they are ahead of York United. Forge heads west to battle Vancouver on Sunday. We also have some good news when it comes to the Blue Jays.
The defense is back. Left-handed pitchers. Might this be a time to bunt?
It's unbelievable. I was just about to say he might drag bunt right here.
Nope. How about if it goes deep? High and deep to right. Get up, ball. Get out of here and gone. That's better than a bunt. Way better.
You betcha that's better than a bunt. Buck Martinez, Dalton Varsho with the big smack last night in LA as the Blue Jays going for the sweep after 2 dominating wins. Varsho's homer made it 6-0. He had 3 hits in the night. So did Vladdy Jr., who also went yard. Number 25 in the year. Jays dominate the Angels, sweeping the series, taking this one 9-2. Jose Barrios picked up his 11th win of the year. Jays have a day off today before they head to the Windy City for the dates with the Cubs, and you can bet there'll be plenty of Jays fans there to take it in at Wrigley Field.
Rio. Hammered in the air, deep to left field. History, number 300 for Aaron Judge.
Well, you don't have to like the New York Yankees. I don't. But you have to respect Aaron Judge. I do. He is a one-man wrecking crew since entering the league 9 years ago. And last night, the south side of Chicago, he became the fastest player ever to hit 300 home runs. He did it in his 955th game. Ralph Kiner held the previous record. It took him 132 more games. Yankees, they won big time, 10-2 over the White Sox. And let's finish up with John Tavares, who showed an enormous amount of class yesterday, not only being in attendance for the Maple Leafs press conference, where they handed over the captaincy to Austin Matthews, but on him saying this about what it means to pass along the captaincy and be a captain of the Maple Leafs.
It was late July, and just wanted to let him know what I thought about him, and that I thought the time was now for him to take charge and be the captain and be the leader of our club, and how ready he was for it, and that he's got my full support.
Yeah, I remember, after he kind of let me know and everything, I told him I was like shaking. I had chills, and like I said, it's such a big honor just to represent the Maple Leafs and put on that jersey every night, and to be the captain is truly special. So, for him to call me and kind of let me know that he wanted to pass on the captaincy to me, was very emotional, and felt a lot of things, but it's truly an honor.
That is a class act right there. To be
to
there.
Show up?
Yeah, to show up and hand it over. We talked to Rick Vive yesterday, and he said when he lost the captaincy, it was under different circumstances, but it did affect him. So for John to do that, caps off to you.
We have to do a big correction about the Stanley Cup coming in. It is not today. It is on Monday. So Monday at noon, across the street, Harry Howell Arena. In our excitement, we made it happen today.
Carter Verhecke, we're just so excited for the Cup being back. Just so excited for the forecast today too, Brian.
Yeah, it's going to be another gorgeous day, just like yesterday, only just a little bit warmer for the day today. So we're looking at pretty good conditions. We have a bit of shallow fog right now, so be careful driving. I had some this morning coming in. The humidity is right up there. We'll talk about that coming up. But first of all, quick check on traffic. 403 Waterdown Road is getting getting a little bit busier, but you can see it's still rolling okay, so it's just a bit of volume building to our MTO traffic cameras. And once again, we'll start in St. Catharines, the Garden City Skyway. Sun's not quite up yet. It's going to be in your eyes pretty soon, but nothing here. Centennial Parkway's doing fine, north of 2, east of Royal Windsor, all the way through Cawthra. It's doing fine around the Horseshoe. Check the temperature we have at the moment. Still, it's been 14 degrees for a couple of hours, staying there this hour at 14. Winds are really light, north at 3. There's that humidity up to 100% right now. That's why we're getting a little bit of shallow fog. But the sky is clear, so we will have that sunshine once it comes up. Once again today, the air quality risk is in the moderate range at 4. We're looking at that ridge of high pressure, and that's what gave us a gorgeous day yesterday. 26, humidex of 30 in the sun yesterday. It'll be a little warmer today as we get a bit more of a southerly flow, but then we're looking at the clouds rolling in for the day tomorrow. Chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, and the showers are going to stick around as we get into the weekend as well. But today, look at this. Look at the temperatures, 28 and 29 degrees. And once again, you factor in that humidity, which is right up there. It'll feel like 33 degrees later on. And once again tonight, the skies stay clear. Temperatures 15 to 16 generally for the Horseshoe. As usual, a little bit cooler for Guelph and Kitchener and warmer for Toronto, the heat island effect there. Tomorrow, temperatures come down just a bit, 26 to 28 degrees. We'll start off with some sun in most areas, and then we'll see the clouds, showers with risk of thunderstorm activity as the day progresses tomorrow. But out the door, middle of August already. Yeah, sunny, light winds, temperature right now sitting at 14 degrees. Long range in a few minutes. Annette, Tim.
Okay, let's see what Emily is talking about in Chit Chat
Well,
today.
actually, first we should say
Yes.
somebody was up past their bedtime last night.
Yes. Kudos to you, Emily, for coming in on 2 hours of sleep.
What were you doing into the wee hours?
I was at Pink at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. You guys, I'm like cold, I'm tired. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally fine. It's like I just took a good nap.
How was it?
It was so good.
Amazing.
So what? I'm still a rock star. I got my rock moves. No, seriously. It's going to be all morning.
Who sings that song?
Pink does.
Okay, let's keep it that way.
No. Wait, we're doing live TV. Okay, I'm going to be talking about Vince Vaughn. He's returning to TV, and Ryan Reynolds. We talk about his opening up about his family struggles. His dad had Parkinson's.
Awesome.
Okay.
We'll see you in a bit.
Discuss.
Okay, coming up in business news, the Air Canada Pilots Union is in the midst of a strike vote. We'll tell you when that could happen. Just after 6:19 on your Thursday morning, Canadian dollar is up a couple of basis points to 72.95 cents US. Gold is up almost $14. Crude oil has added 37 cents to $77.35 US a barrel. Checking midday trading in Europe, markets are up across the board, but just a bit.
Off to Asia we go. Markets are up in Tokyo, down in Hong Kong, and up in Shanghai. What about North American markets on Wednesday trading? Yeah, some gains across the board. Triple digits for TSX and Dow Jones. Slight gains for the NASDAQ. Let's see how they do when trading opens on this Thursday, August the 15th.
Well, the union representing Air Canada pilots is holding a vote that could lead to a strike next month. The Airline Pilots Association says they want to avoid a strike but are ready if talks fail. After several negotiations from January until June, the union went into a 60-day period of federal conciliation at the end of June. In less than 2 weeks, a 21-day cooling-off period will start and will run until the middle of September. The strike vote ends on August 22nd. The union says Air Canada pilots earn about half of what other legacy airline pilots make, and they have poor working conditions. If no deal is reached by then the pilots from the carrier could walk off the job.
Corus Entertainment, which shut down the Hamilton radio station CHML yesterday, is accusing Rogers of using predatory behavior to stifle potential competition in TV and radio. In a complaint filed with the CRTC, Corus has asked for regulatory intervention to prevent a significant adverse impact. Corus accuses Rogers of using its dominant size and scale to undercut Canadian competition through rights deals for foreign programming with companies like Warner Brothers, while using its cable and streaming platforms to discourage subscriptions to Corus content. Rogers' spokesperson says the complaint is baseless, noting Corus has not kept up with the demands of Canadians and is now looking for the regulator to protect their broken business model.
Okay, we're taking a break right now. Brian is back with traffic and your 7-day forecast you're going to love today. Look at
Good morning, and it's a nice morning actually. Sun is just about up here. 6:24 is the time, the middle of August already. Here's a look at the Thorold Tunnel. That's the west portal. Volume is light. There's no problems heading through here. Burlington Skyway Bridge, the top side, Hamilton side, is starting to get a little bit busy, but still rolling okay. No problems at Burloak. Nothing at Sheridan. All the way through the 403 through Mississauga is doing fine. That's an example at Winston Churchill. No problems there. Temperature right now, Hamilton actually the cool spot of the temperatures we have here. We're sitting at 14 for Hamilton, 17 Mississauga, 18 for Grimsby, and for Toronto. Lovely start to the morning here. Sometime 6:26 is sunrise this morning, so less than a minute to go. 8:21 it goes down. Those are our seasonal temperatures and records for today. And heading out for your walk this morning, another gorgeous morning to be out for a walk. We've heard reports of some shallow fog in the area, but nothing here. Sunny, light winds, 14 degrees, quite comfortable this morning. 14 is now seasonal for an overnight low. 28 today, Humidex 33, so a little bit warmer than yesterday, but again, sunshine. 15 and clear tonight. Tomorrow we'll start off with some sun, then the clouds roll in, chance of showers and thunderstorms. 27, feeling like 32. Looks like Friday, fairly gray with showers, and 25. We get a bit of sunshine now, so it does get a little bit better for Sunday. Sun, clouds, and showers. Same thing for Monday, and then sunny conditions for Tuesday and Wednesday. That's your forecast. Annette, Tim.
okay, looking better. We're looking at the bright side.
Glass half full. That's
Yes.
what we're going with.
Yeah.
Okay. A claw prize machine at a Pennsylvania mini golf course got an unexpected upgrade.
Among the stuffed animals,
Oh, hello.
there's a real little groundhog. Players trying to win toys from the machine were shocked to find it blinking back at them. Hidden in there, the groundhog had managed to weasel its way into the machine and couldn't get out. So Pennsylvania State Game Commission got called. And then the vending machine company came to open it up, and a game warden safely released the groundhog into the field. You can put the gun away, sir.
Without the claw.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Reminds me of like Toy Story. Pick me.
I think. Is there a difference between? Because I think like gopher. What's the difference between a gopher and a groundhog?
They're different animals, I think.
Because like Caddyshack. That's a gopher.
It's a gopher.
Not a groundhog.
But like we had groundhogs on our farm. Did you have them?
For sure.
A lot.
But I guess they don't. Do they groundhogs dig
They
like
burrow? Yeah.
But that's anyways.
That's why they're called a groundhog.
I know. What do gophers do?
They gopher.
Okay. We'll figure this out in the break.
We gotta go for a tea and a water. We'll be coming back.
On point. Very nice.
Thank you.
Putting the A game on it.